Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Afternoon or evening, whenever you get an opportunity to watch this, as my friend Best Jet Journey says. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're watching. This is Andale Homestead. I'm Ann, and I'm so glad that you're here today. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. And we have several of our friends here today, which is wonderful. Good morning, Sarah and Karma and Carla. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Butler Family Farm. I'm sorry I missed your live yesterday. I am with the grandkids, and somehow I don't know how to do both. I don't know how to do social media and the grandbabies, and they're little for such a short period of time. Hey, Diana, Facebook is coming in. That's good. Well, good morning, Tish. I'm glad you're here. Your show last night was lovely with your high school senior. She did an amazing job. End of the pavement, country girl. You're at the end of the pavement. Go down the road half a piece and we're at the end of the pavement. And Cynthia from the Netherlands. Delgada, 747. Hello. I'm glad you're here. I have missed you. Jules doing well, by the way. Jewel Chesson from J7409 had a little scare there in this tropical storm that came up this past weekend, but she's doing well. The water has receded, all those types of things, which is wonderful. Tamika, hey, darling. And Cindy, hi, Cindy. I don't have my bracelet on today, but I hope to see you in October. That'll be great. Ed Kirkpatrick, hello. I hope you're well. I hope things are going good. And I'm so happy that I was able to hug your neck in Alabama. And unbiased, hey, Queen, look at my shirt. I'm going to need to get you to make me some probably. Um, this is a shirt that I got. It's a little wrinkled, so I'm going to try to straighten it out. But I needed something. Hey, David Hunt. Hey, darling. I needed something quick to be able to go down. Hey, Les, to be able to go down to Alabama. And I ordered it off of Amazon. I mean, it said make your own shirt here. So that's what I did. And I like this style. You don't think you've ever been in Alabama, David? Well, they don't make you eat okra there. Jackie, I miss Adrian and I together as well. I really do. In fact, I texted her this morning and said, look, you got a minute, girl? I need to call you because I need to check on your big weekend. And she said, I can't talk right now. Can I call you in a little bit? She's just a busy, busy, busy woman. I'm telling you, she really is. So I wanted to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to miss some chat. Hey, Elizabeth and Cece. Cece's Texas garden. You're going then. They don't make you eat okra. I'm going. That's right, David. And by the way, hey, Jesse's girl, my sweet girl. I love them. And Jesse. He's saying good morning, everybody. But David Hunt, if you guys will see, this is David Hunt. He came up as a guest on Black's Tropical Homestead this past Friday evening at the end of the night to sing her happy birthday. And on the fly, hey, Rebecca, on the fly, David Hunt sang them a song for their channel. It was beautiful, David. Absolutely beautiful. I loved it very much. Almost made me cry. It was so good. I appreciate it a lot. So thank you for doing that. You know, when we do things together, it makes it all better all the time. Even if I haven't been able to hug your neck before, I hope to soon. Hopefully, you'll be able to come to Savannah maybe sometime for the Soil Family Expo that's coming up in April. Oh, you're going to be working. Okay. For the 5,000 giveaway for MT Homestead. Okay, Rebecca and Kim. All right, you guys. I'm going to miss a little bit of chat because we have a really important message today. Today, I am going to concentrate, in case you don't know, if you're new here, on Tuesday ChooseDays, we concentrate on our attitude of the day, where our thought process goes. Because where your thoughts are, then your heart and your feet can follow, really. Kind of fake it till you make it kind of thing. Dress for success, even if you don't feel successful, that type of stuff. And it does work. It does bring me peace. It works for me. When I set my mind consciously making an effort to think in a positive manner, to look for the good in whatever comes around, it makes a difference in my life. And I wanted to share that with you. So today I am concentrating on doing the very best that I can. Just doing the best that I can. Is that perfect? Absolutely not. Is it getting every single thing accomplished on my list every single day? Absolutely not. Is it working and walking in a forward motion? Yes. Doing the best that I can do. When I lay my head down at night, I can think about it and I can say, I tried. I did try. I didn't lay in the bed and wait for something to come to me. Although I have done that. I have done that. A bunch of my friends that I've been watching around are in the same shape I am. Y'all, social media can be very difficult. It can be tough, especially if you have more than one channel, which I don't. I only have Andale Homestead. Or if you have it on multiple platforms, which I do. I have YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, those types of things. Something's going to go by the wayside. And I have my lovely friends that are helpful and wonderful and sharing things with me that work for them to be able to help them in their social media. And you know what? I do the best I can with what I've got. And when I'm with the grandchildren, there are many, many times that I can't do both well. So I prioritize and I do the best that I can. So I wanted to read you a couple of things. Hey, suburban homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. Hey, my Sandy. Yes, I am excited about being a part of the Hay Bale. I just got off the Hay Bale podcast as well, and we're recording again tonight. So thank you, David. I'm trying to get the comments down. If I missed you, it is not intentional. I promise I go back and listen. But I wanted to read you a couple of things that sort of stuck out. I've said this once before, but I see that it is certainly worth repeating. And it's called The Bend in the Road. Sometimes we come to life's crossroads and we view that what we think is the end. God has a much wider vision, and He knows that it's only a bend. The road will go on and get smoother, and after we've stopped for a rest, the path that lies hidden beyond us is often the path that is the best. So rest and relax and grow stronger. Let go and let God share your load. Have faith in a brighter tomorrow because you've just come to a bend in the road. So at the end of the day, when you can stand back and say, I did my very best today, you've been blessed with a gracious God who stood by your side every moment of the day. And there's a text from God that I found that says, when I see you doing your part, developing what I've given you, well, then I'll do my part and open doors that no man can shut. So do your best and let God do the rest. So that's my message today. We're going to do our best. You can't expect anything more each day. Oh no, and I just spilled water all over the floor. Well, I dropped something. It's going to be a great live. I wanted to show you some of these things. But what happens is we get overwhelmed, all of us. We get so many things that are coming at us. This thing needs to be done, and that thing needs to be done, and I've got to go here, and I have an appointment there, and I need to wash the clothes and cook a meal, and all those types of things. And it's prioritizing. When it says rest, it doesn't mean to stop moving forward, but it does say take a breath, lay those things down. They're going to happen without us, one way or another, but we can feel confident that we have done our best and to know that the Lord is with us. And He's already knows. He knows what's on the other end. We just don't. We're waiting for us to find out. So I just love that. I love waiting and seeing what in the world He had planned all along and being able to connect the dots at the end. That is amazing to me. So good morning, everybody. Yeah, I'm back, Jesse. I dropped something, that's for sure. She is sunshine. Good morning. Dusty Goat, official Ann Lynn show. Canadian Life, Cece Garden, the resilient dad. Hey, darling. David Corey with Crop, my sweet guy. Sweet Thumb, Canadian Life. Yep, I'm trying to get everybody in here. Sandy, I'm so glad you're back on the net, but I totally envy you for taking 30 days off. Totally envy you. Socks in the garden. All right, y'all. Hey, devil dog, what are you doing awake? You're supposed to be sleeping this time of day. I'm glad you're here. So the picture on the thumbnail was, and I don't want to shake the camera, I got my elbows on the table here, but was from my infusion yesterday. I had my number 3 infusion of Avsola, and it is for inflammation in your body. The resilient dad, you're so precious. Thank you. That's so sweet, so sweet, and very very much appreciated. Not necessary, but certainly appreciated. Hey, Jane Doe. So I have this infusion. I'm sorry, I get distracted. Squirrel. And the first time I had it, I felt like $1,000,000. Yeah, I mean, $1,000,000. And I did a whole bunch of stuff that I hadn't been able to do in years and years and years. Running up and down stairs, mowing the grass, diving in the swimming pool. She was a little bit much, I think, because I had muscles that I hadn't used before. And yeah, money in the chat, money in the chat. That was from the Resilient Dad. He's adorable. And he's coming up on more and more shows. I can't wait for you to really get your contact out and content out there. And so with this infusion treatment, it takes me, because I'm still in the beginning stages of it, about 2.5, almost 3 hours to be complete. Unfortunately, they had to stick me several times this time. They couldn't find a vein that was good. Clue before you go for anybody to stick you for anything, to draw blood or do any of those types of things, drink a lot of water. I had not had enough fluids to be able to do that. Not for nothing, Homestead. Good morning, darling. But I'm looking a little like a drug addict again, walking around. Yeah. Oh, you're waiting for a resilient dad to do a cooking show. I bet he's awesome. I bet he's awesome. So this time it makes me tired. It doesn't make most people tired, but it makes me tired. And I was trying to analyze that and thinking, well, my appointment's at 8 o'clock in the morning in Wilmington, North Carolina, which is an hour and 5 minutes from my daughter's house with traffic, an hour and a half, which means we need to leave by 6:20-ish. So I'm getting up at 5-ish to be able to have enough coffee. I was a pin cushion, Diana, to have enough coffee to be coherent, because anyone that meets me knows I am non-functioning before a cup of coffee in the morning. Absolutely don't speak to me. Don't have anything. So no wonder I'm sleepy. I'm not a 5 o'clock in the morning girl. And Diana says I'm a pin cushion. I was. I mean, they were sweet and nice. And I don't react when they stick me. It's like they're doing their best. They're doing their best. just like us. We're doing our best for the day. Kid Black's Tropical says, Ann definitely need her coffee. I do. I need my coffee. And Sherry, I hope you saw that David Hunt is in here. We need to get that song from him. Hey, Dusty Goat. Let's see. You had a day like that yesterday, but you got a lot done. And that's true. That's what we do, one step at a time. With this infusion, I was thinking, I don't feel all that different. But my husband noticed when I got out of the car, it was an hour and a half or 2 hours later, I walked up the stairs differently when I'm coming in the house. He noticed. I was thinking, I don't know. I went to bed, I took an old lady rest and nap because it does wear you out for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, maybe it's because you hurt so long. Good morning, Chuck. Life with Linda and Chuck. Maybe it's because you hurt so long and then you get relief. Your body can actually rest enough. Kind of like when we give our things up to the Lord, He takes those burdens away. And we can breathe and rest, and especially if we don't take them back. So I did going to open something soon. Okay, Homestead with D. All right. And hey, Tamika, I'm glad you're here. But when I woke up, I realized I had to go take the children somewhere or do something, take the trash out or something. I was walking downstairs and walking back up like a normal person. And I thought, wow, I didn't even associate those stairs with pain. That's pretty awesome. And so my hips are better, my fingers are better, everything else. Soon as I can get my hey, Carlene Vissieux, clips, and Georgia Peach Nut Garden. I'm so glad you're here. I don't see you. Hedgehog Homestead. Hello, Laura. Good to see you. And Jane Doe. Good to see you too. Cassandra, South Fulton Garden. Good morning. Good morning. The thing that I have that is residual from this, because I told you I was on steroids. I was on those prednisone steroids and I had cold turkey cut it off, which you're not supposed to do. I have a rash that has come up that's already been there, but it's pretty bad psoriasis on my hands. And that's embarrassing to try to shake people's hands and you have a rash on there. It's kind of yucky, but you know, I think it's all going to be great. It's going to be fine. And he did put me on back on a low dose of steroids to be able to try to get going in the right direction. Hey, Christine from Mrs. Gillum Farms. I'm glad you're here. And so that's okay. Hopefully, I won't swell back up like a toad and put on 10 pounds like you normally do when you're starting. All right. So that was the infusion information. Avsola. So many people are saying, what is it? I need relief. My hips hurt, my knees hurt, back hurts. It's called Avsola, and you need to speak with a rheumatologist about it. It's not for everyone. Blood test will determine, but if you can get some help, then that's really important to be able to try. And I've tried quite a few things. And Jesse says, before the first infusion, I had lots of pains that were noticeably changes. But now that you're better, the next infusions will be less noticeable changes because my body is healing. Yes, it is. It is. So it's not going to be that honeymoon stage where I'm going, woohoo, I'll go mow the grass and run a marathon or something. That won't happen this time, but I can tell you if it doesn't get any better than I am today, this is doable. I can still do my best. This is doable. So I wanted to show y'all a couple of things. You know, my granddaughter loves, hey, Miss T with the T. She says, hey, Auntie. She calls me Auntie Dale. Aunt Dale, Aunt Dale, Aunt Dale. Did I say it like you did? Thank you for sending your people over here, sweetie. So I have something that I dropped earlier and have the water everywhere. I won these lids from oh gosh, Jesse, you helped me with that live. Aunt Dilly. I think she's in here too. Anyway, I won these germinating lids. I was hoping to be able to find the girl's name. Um, I'm sorry, it's nothing personal. I wouldn't be able to remember my husband's name right now, but I did win these lids. And so I bought some micrograin um, seeds and put them in there. And she's been rinsing them for me. But you can see they're starting to sprout. That little kid's cutest thing. Did y'all drop the ants all over the floor? No, just the water and crazy stuff. These are sprouts. She called me and said, Mama, they're changing. They're opening up. They're sprouting. It's going to be great. It's going to be great, which was wonderful. And we also, oh, that smells a little bit. I have some mint that is growing, and she's able to see the roots that are coming out. We can put this mint out in the yard. She just really enjoys growing, which makes my heart just go boom, boom. I love it. She's 8 years old, and she's my little gardener. She's been growing for quite some time. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. That's right. That's right. It was Susan from the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Of course it was. Yes. And I love those lids. And let's see. For how long and how often will you get infusions? Christine, I assume I'll be getting them the rest of my life. I don't know. It depends on when I turn 65. I'm 64 now. When I turn 65, what Medicare has to say about it. But the first infusion, then 2 weeks later, the second infusion, then 4 weeks later, the third infusion, and now it's going to be 8 weeks. And I think I'm supposed to continue 8-week intervals. You do have to have insurance. It's an expensive process. You have to have good insurance. And, I wouldn't be able to afford it without insurance. And I'm covered through my husband's insurance. Hopefully, Medicare will take over. I know my grandbaby is adorable. Millie, Sarah's child, loves that. I was going to show you another thing that I brought with me, but today I'm going to talk about growing. And I brought this with me. It's called Le Pot, and it's less worrying, more harvesting. It's a hydroponic system. And I was going to bring that here. Yeah, it is helping me, Christine. Thank you. I'm trying to transplant and propagate blueberry bushes. I don't think I done it right because blueberry goes dormant also about this time of year. So, you never know. Millie will love it. Well, she will. However, there is a however to this thing. I've got it right here. And all the innards are in here. This thing is smart, y'all. It's one of those smart inside gardens. By smart, I mean smarter than I am. And it hooks up to the Wi-Fi. Everything hooks up to the Wi-Fi these days. I'm not a Wi-Fi hooker-upper person. You can still run it without... just tear it up, Ann. You can still run it without the Wi-Fi. But this one it's a little more complicated in that, and I was hoping that Mike's Chaotic Gardener was here, or that maybe even GT Jr. could be here, of anybody that does a whole lot of hydroponics. You're supposed to have a hose, which it comes with it, a hose, and you have to have a reservoir on the bottom, on the floor, for it to suck up to get into. I don't know. I'll have to do a whole video on it. Anyway, we'll leave them in the water and in the ground through the fall and winter and spring. And I pray I don't ruin everything. You'll be great, Sarah. You'll be great. We used our mint yesterday to make homemade laundry detergent. We infused the mint with water. It gives a natural minty smell. I love that idea. I haven't done that. Let's see. And let's see. We have that one. I need to give it away. I don't like complicated. Yeah, it's kind of complicated. But I have another one at home that's very simple and easy. And that's the one I will do this one at my house because if I have a big gallon container of water that it's sucking out and filling up in this house, the dogs will knock it over. Well, shoot, I'll knock it over. But the dogs will knock it over, it'll make a big mess, just like I have on the floor down here beside me, all those kinds of things. So we'll do an easier one. And they are coming to the house this weekend because the fair is coming to town in Edenton. It started, yes, it starts today. Starts today. The fair does in Edenton, and it goes through Saturday. So, Sarah and Drew and James and Millie are all coming to Edenton. I'm hoping to get Gia and Kaylee, the other grand girls. I think West and Caitlin might be busy, but their mom and dad. And we'll see. It'll be fun for all of us to go to the fair together. The dogs will drink the water out of the reservoir. Yes, they will, Kim. They sure will. Hey, Nan Snyder, they sure will. Sweet Thumb, so glad to see you. So, and if Thunderstick Homestead comes in here, I have your package here with me. It's all packaged up, addressed, and ready to go. He lives in North Carolina, just like I do. And so that'll be going out. If not today, then probably Wednesday or Thursday, something like that. You take your injections as well? Is it injections or infusions, honey? Let's see. That's awesome. You're going to love the hydroponic system. My husband got me an Aero Garden a few years back, and you love it. We've got some, and I have used them, and it's fabulous to be able to go and pick your own herbs and your own lettuce right off the shelf. Hey, Scott, I'm glad you're here, honey. And yeah, roller coaster rides. Well, to an extent, I'm not a big roller coaster person in that jerkety jerk, I might sit on the ground and wave. Now that the oldest is 12 and the youngest is 7, they can pretty much go by themselves. And they're, oh my gosh, I just realized Worth is going to be out of town this weekend for a funeral. Well, Sarah and Drew will be there. They can ride on those scary rides. See you soon, Tish. Thank you. I appreciate you being here, honey. And your show is amazing and wonderful. Sometime I may come and share a little something, something. I don't know. I'm coming to the fair with you. Oh, I know, Jessica. Indiana is too far away. You have an Aero Garden too? And I know Jesse's girl has an Aero Garden. She's got those lights in the background all over the place. She has the hydroponic in the air. Yeah. Oh, okay. Injections. I may have to go to injections if Medicare doesn't cover the process. You've got to get how many pods in the hydroponic system? Well, it has 2 different trays, Jesse. See if I can get it out without tearing it all to pieces, which is doubtful. But it has 1 tray for 2 big pods. And then it has another, and it comes with all the supplies. I mean, everything. I haven't found the seeds yet, but it comes with everything else. And then look at this thing. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. It comes with all of these. So that's a lot of growing. You can grow a lot of herbs. You can grow lettuce. I brought some flower seeds for little Millie to grow, but she's going to have to do it in another smaller one. So that'll be just fine. All right, you guys, it's been 30 minutes and I don't want to keep you. There's so many important people that are out there. You've shared your day with me. I appreciate it so much. Afterwards, Danny Days Ahead comes on at, well, it'll be 12 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock Central. And African Dreaming usually comes on around 12 o'clock. Also, Mountain Grandma and Yogi Hollow Farm come on at 1 o'clock my time. Tonight, T-Nog comes on. The New Orleans Gardener comes on at 8 o'clock tonight. Always a pleasure, Les. You're enjoying your scrubby? I'm so glad. Yes, huggles and snuggles. Um, let's see. Would your supplemental insurance Medicare cover you? I hope so. There are programs that you can get. It's a medical procedure. So you have to get a special rider for that. So we'll see. Yep. Okay. So check out all of our soil family. We're better and stronger together. Hey, Juan, I'm glad you're here, Juan Perez. So remember today, we're not going to have a giveaway. I don't have any supplies with me as far as giveaways. I was going to share my to-go package with you, but my go box. We'll do that another day. When you're struggling, please say goodbye to each other. Realize that we're not superwoman. God does have a plan. He really does have an amazing plan. He already knows what's on the other end. It's up to us to trust the process, because when we're in that bend in the road where things are tough, man, he's making diamonds out of dust. They're tough. You hang on to that. Keep doing your part, one foot in front of the other, in front of the other. It's going to be grand. And if it's not, well, if it's not okay in the end, it's not the end, because it really is going to be okay. All right. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Remember, the Lord says, I know the plans I have for you, say the Lord. They're plans for good, not to harm you. Don't stress. They're plans for hope and a future. He gets to decide sometimes what that future is with our help. Love you all. Talk to you soon. And you guys take care. All right. Semper Fi. Hoorah, devil dog. Oh, don't forget, please pray for the guy that hit us with the motorcycle, please. Brandon is his name. Several broken bones, nerve damage. He's having to be operated on this week. No health insurance and out of work. So please pray for him, because God has a plan for him too. This is a time that he is definitely in a bend. This is a time where he can potentially be more confident and have a closer relationship with the big guy than he ever had an opportunity to have before. So, love you all. Talk to you soon. Sorry, it's like saying goodbye to my boyfriend. I can't do it. I got to hang up the phone. Y'all hit that like button too. Love you. Bye-bye.